He lied to us. Kelso's going to do the show.
He's a dead man. Come on.
Hello, suckers! Like they say, let the buyer beware, because Kinder the murderer. But why not? These are Kelso creations. In this silhouette, we capture the frenzy of the Caribbean, the beat of native drums, tropic nights, a whisper of voodoo, and all with a handkerchief hemline. Our second silhouette is a symphony of fluidity in a geometric print, contrasting coral and white. We like to call it the angel look. And this is the poppy print, a blown-up poppy hand-painted on silk chiffon. The mystery of stripes, lilac and red, coral and yellow. Silk chiffon in great abundance, with the matador cape and brilliant carmine red. Sculptured to the body in a one-shoulder fashion, and for those cool breezes, the gown has its very own wrap. True mystery that black has is now here in the form of a beaded shawl, simple and chic. The mystery of midnight magic. From the delicate, cobwebby silk crepe de chine in hues of lilac, persimmon, and green, to the slinky, body-molding satins in celestial blue and coral. To complete the look, this can only be accessorized with that bauble nestled in the cleavage. Eat your heart out, Givenchy.
That lamp wasn't enough. Someone got him clean through the heart.
There's enough cyanide in this champagne to knock off the Los Angeles Rams.
Yeah, Kelso died by a standing ovation.
How many enemies has Rafe Kelso?
It wasn't easy.
Mr. Kelso, what are you so nervous about? Look, McBride, I'm not asking you to go to Frisco to pick up a case of lots. I'm talking about $500,000 in precious gems.
Well, I gotta believe that you're insured. That kind of a package?
Sure, but what good does it do me if you get ripped off? Look, I need that glitter for my show to help set off the dresses. I need the season, McBride, okay?
Well, I hope the jewels do it for you.
Look, I've got competitors. There are a lot of screamers out there who have got it in for me because I'm a big talent. And believe me, they will stop at nothing.
All right, all right. On the plane, I'll try to avoid the muscle men in miniskirts.
You think I'm crazy, don't you?
Not at the retainer fee you're paying me.
Okay, I'll meet you at the airport when you get back from Frisco. And McBride, this place really could use an interior decorator.
Say, Mr. Pindar, that's a nice display.
Pindar.
Pindar. Oh, excuse me.
The pearl necklace from the Empress Eugenie of Austria. Huh? The ankle bracelet from Mata Hari.
Is that so?
And the ruby, a gift from King Farouk of Egypt to one of his courtesans. The pendant, of course, from a Russian Grand Duchess. The pendant, naturally, is real. The Grand Duchess was a pretender. Would you sign here,
yes,
please?
All right. Mr. Pindar, my daughter has a birthday coming up, and would you possibly have something in ladies' watches?
Well, where would you like to start, Miss Bride? Our prices range from $4,500 to $125,000.
You know something, Kelso. You're the only man I know who makes love with a clenched jaw.
Is that supposed to be some kind of compliment or something?
Where are they?
What?
The sketches. Isn't that why I've been seduced?
Oh, Sylvia, come on. You kidding? Huh?
Let's be honest with each other. Each year, just before the debut of your new threads, I get invited up here for a preview with a little embrace thrown in. Where are they? Under the bed?
There you are, my dear. Oh, well, what do you think?
The truth?
Well, of course I want the truth. Wait, maybe I don't. Look, to me, they've still got the Kelso touch.
What Kelso touch? Who have you got hiding in the closet this season, huh?
The kid is good. I know it. I flew him in from Mexico at my own expense.
Where, Tijuana? You put this junk out, and you're handing Givenchy the season. He's coming out with an entirely new look.
Like what?
I am the editor of Fashion Preview, not the spy.
Oh, come on, Sylvia. Hey, I need some help, you know?
For what, old time's sake?
Yes.
Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting about the night I told you I was on Sante, and you put me on the bus to the abortionist.
Sylvia, I knew you wanted a career, and marriage would have lasted up for you. Hey, face it, baby, that experience gave you the strength to become the high priestess of the fashion world. Huh?
I knew I owed you something. Givenchy calls it the endangered species look. Cinched-in waist, glitter trim, all over slinky look.
Well, okay, I'm just going to do something radical, that's all.
What? Design your own clothes?
Something I can do for you, miss? You're hijacking this plane?
Oh, no, lady. This is only a hold-up.
You don't really think you'll get away with this, do you?
I am carrying enough plastic explosive to blow up an airport. Now tell the pilot and the stewardess just what it says there. But first, the announcement, okay?
Ladies and gentlemen, I have an urgent announcement. It's a hijack.
There is no reason to panic, ladies and gentlemen. In a minute, one of the stewardess will pass among you. Kindly deposit your cash and your credit cards into the flight bag. Oh! Mr. Captains, don't get any bright ideas. You will please descend to 8,000 feet and depressurize the cabin. Harold, you may have read about conditions in the barrio. Bad housing, poor schools, no hospitals. Well, you may be happy to know that your money will help correct this terrible, terrible injustice. The attaché case on this gentleman's lap.
I already gave you everything. What do you want, my laundry?
The case. And unlock it. Case, please. Thank you. Let us look at it this way. You Anglos took the Alamo, and I am taking the money. Now, let us go to the hatch. Thank you, Charles.
Oh. That is beautiful. Fantastic. Don't tell me. Let me guess. We are not going out for dinner, right?
Everyone goes out for dinner. I thought we'd have a picnic here by the sea.
Oh, really? I thought we were supposed to have a business meeting about that missing tanker of yours.
It'll pop up.
Huh? Wait a minute. Speak swiftly. Maggie, listen, you heard what? On the radio? Are you sure? On the plane from San Francisco? Yeah, okay, Maggie. I will be back.
I will be gone.
Make sure, will you? Just make sure that everything is turned off.
Believe me, everything is turned off.
We heard about the
robbery and the radio. What, did they get all of it?
Yeah, all of it.
Well, thanks a lot. You really did a hell of a job, didn't you?
What do you expect me to do? Make some kind of a grandstand play? There were 130 passengers aboard.
How did that woman that pulled the heist know about the contents in your attaché case? Must have been others on that plane.
Harrison Cole is the investigator from Apex Insurance.
Well, Mr. Cole, it's a good question. I'm hoping any kind of a good answer.
I'll give you one. Maybe this ripoff was staged to cover the theft of the jewels.
Meaning what?
Meaning maybe you were in on this thing from openers?
What the hell kind of a crack is that?
Look, McBride, I got a pretty good make on your partner. I know he's an ex-con. I know what he got sent up for. And I'm going to bust you, McBride. I want to put your partner in a slammer.
Something I can do for you? You've been tailing me for 10 blocks.
12, old buddy.
12. Would you mind telling me what this is all about?
I'm going to be on your hip pocket until I find out where you hid the jewels.
You gotta be crazy to think that McBride is involved in a caper like that.
Come on. I spent 20 years of my life tailing grifters like you. I've never been wrong yet. You know something? You won't disappoint me.
Jason Sloan? Pete Ryan.
Hi, yeah, Daphne said you might be dropping by.
Any place we can talk?
Well, my apartment's upstairs, but anything I've got to say about Kelso won't be that private.
You, did work for him, though, huh?
I'm prouder of having been fired by him.
It's a big club.
Yeah, it is. What's the slant on your article?
It's a three-dimensional piece on a man in the fashion world who's made it to the top.
Mm-hmm. And you could use some venomous quotes, right?
If it helps fill out the picture.
Well, you won't get them from me. Look, I don't have to see it in print. Kelso's a creep who'd have his mother working somebody else's loft if it'd give him an edge. Sure, he used me, but it's the best break I've ever had. Look around. It's dynamite.
Yeah, the Mexican-American Liberation League. Not a thing? Okay, thanks, Vince. I shouldn't have expected it. I ran a make on that organization. Doesn't exist. The name the woman used to board the plane? The fake. What'd you come up with?
Well, if I can trust what I heard, a rat big enough to saddle some client we picked, Mac. You want the bottom line? We've been had. Kelso.
Yeah, you keep telling me that.
It figures. And let me throw it at you again. Look, Kelso has had 2 disastrous seasons in a row. He's up to his navel in debt. In order to bail himself out, what does he do?
To bail out, he buys a $500,000 insurance policy, pays off Pindar. Now he's engaged in peddling the jewels that he stole.
And since then, Cole's been tailing me all over town.
Oh, to pin anything on you, Kelso's got to plant some jewels on you. He can't.
Oh, really? Well, if he was able to hire a female hijacker, he could certainly hire a second-story man. That figures, doesn't it?
All right, how long do I have to wait, Cole?
Can't expect your money that fast, Kelso. Playing that size takes time.
Look, I laid out a bundle for that policy. My show opens in a week. Now, it's the money or the jewels. Take your pick.
What you're asking is impossible.
Why is it impossible?
Don't you ever lay your hands on me again. Now, I want those jewels as bad as you do. But until we get to the bottom of this thing, We're going to be patient.
10 Cascades, 12 Indian braids. Thank you very much, sir. Hey, Pete. How are you?
Felix, what do you say?
Ah, you know, same old thing. Tell me, what are the Indian braids passing for this week? Hot TV sets, minks? Hey, come on, you know, it's been a slow week. Me, Charlie the Creep, Polyakov, everybody wants stolen merchandise for cost.
Oh, the overhead is killing you, right?
Well, you know, my landlord is a gunner.
Oh, you got the same one, huh?
Still. Look, I need some information.
Well, now, how bad do you need?
Very bad. What do you know about the Pindar caper?
Hey, now, wait a minute, Pete. That stuff that came out of the Pindar showcase, that's too hot.
Wait a second. Just a minute.
You mean someone came in here with the Pindar bundle? I didn't say that. They didn't come to me. It came to Polyakov.
Yeah? Tell me.
Well, was a lady. Good looking. Chicano.
When?
Today. This morning early. I don't remember exactly when.
What happened?
Well, she passed. I guess what Polly offered her was too low. But, you know, I think he was crazy to offer anything. It must have given him a heartburn. Hey, that ruby was as big as a doorknob.
Felix, I want you to do me a favor. Call this number. Ask for a fellow by the name of Kelso. Tell him that Fraker the fence is on his way over right now.
Fraker.
Out here, dear. Are those your sketches for the show, Mr. Kelso?
Oh, yes, yes. Well, what's the matter? Don't you like them? Or?
Oh, they're sensational, Mr. Kelso. I can see I'm in the presence of genius.
Only that good?
Ray. Well, your design would be absolutely fabulous. God! I mean, this is fabulous. This is great.
Would you believe that I started out as a pants presser?
Never.
Yeah. See, Dior and Givenchy, they had all the advantages. You know, French, took art lessons.
I must say you've come a very long way.
Thank you.
Stunning. Stunning.
Now, that's what I call a nice ribcage. What is she doing?
Meditating.
Oh. Well, next time, why don't you have her meditate in the cab on the way over, huh? Listen, I would like to drape some more threads on her, so we will keep in touch.
Mr. Kelso, aren't you being a bit premature? I mean, we haven't even come to terms yet.
What terms?
Well, Miss India does not exactly work for scale.
What were you expecting?
1,000 an hour.
I see. Would you like that in rupees or elephant chips?
You, Mr. Kelso, have just concluded your interview with Miss India. Come on, Rosa. Let's go.
Hey, wait a minute. That's my bikini she's wearing.
Well, fine. We'll mail it back to you in a thin envelope. Collect!
I would like to talk with Rex Kelso. Can I tell him who's calling? Someone who can tell him about the jewels.
Who am I talking to?
Oh, is that as important as the jewels?
What do you know about him?
Enough so that you can get them back. But it has got to be like this. You be alone. There's an empty lot in Culver City. Corner of Alameda and Venice.
When?
In 1 hour. But like I said, you be alone. Or else forget it.
McBride, what are you... Hey, wait a minute. I know you aren't... You're that fence, Fraker.
My partner, Peterson T. Ryan.
Partner?
You're a hard man to get in touch with.
McBride, I told you on the phone we've got nothing to talk about, okay?
Will you take 10 minutes, sweetheart? We'll call you.
Yeah, go ahead. Okay, now what the hell's going on?
We haven't got much time. In 30 minutes, you're going to have a date with someone who knows a good deal about that $500,000 jewel robbery.
How did you know that, McBride?
Right here. Huh?
Miss India?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what are you guys, CIA or something?
We think you're clean, Kelso, but try to prove that to Cole.
What's Cole got to do with this?
We got a theory that Cole thinks that we're all this in cahoots together.
He thinks I set up this whole thing with you two?
Look. We're wasting our time. Here's the plan. I need your car. Give me the keys.
Why?
Because tonight, Peterson T. Ryan has the dubious pleasure of impersonating Rafe Kelso. That's why.
Oh, sure. So you can make contact with that broad on the phone and make your own deal for the jewels?
Listen, you clown. I haven't been paid for that trip to San Francisco yet. My partner's about to bust his butt for you. You got the gall to accuse us of a dirty deal? Give him the keys.
You can get out now, Kelso. Hold it. You are not Kelso.
No, but I can talk for him.
Get back in the car. I can use this, mister.
You have no proof that she was in drag.
I got no proof. What do you call this? Chopped chicken liver? Not to mention the bumps I got on my head. I'm telling you, she had the strength and the moves of a man, Mac. Believe me.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Wow. Then we got to assume that he, whatever, has been working with somebody who knew in advance about my trip up to Pindar.
Yeah, and if Kelso is clean, you know what that does? That leaves Cole.
Where are you going?
I got a hunch. It's a long shot, but it's a hunch.
Look, you just almost got your head knocked off. What are you looking for, more of the same?
I'll see you, Mac.
Lléveme al aeropuerto, por favor. ¿A qué hora parte el avión? ¿Para dónde voy?
Sloan? Mr. Sloan, a customer's asking for you. Jason, can you come here a minute?
Saying to me that Cole is no longer with Apex Insurance?
They said he quit 2 months ago.
But he was investigating Kelso's claim on those stolen gems.
Here's another thing. According to the records, no such policy was ever issued to Kelso.
Mr. Ryan, I got the information you wanted on that shoulder patch.
'83rd Airborne. See that? There's your hijacker.
He was working with Cole to set up Kelso? What made you suspect Sloan?
2 reasons. Jason Sloan did have a motive, even though he tried very hard to convince me he was grateful to Kelso for firing him. Secondly, pure male chauvinism. I still can't quite buy a lady heisting an airplane like that and then jumping out of it at 8,000 feet.
Well, here's another wrinkle. Pindar had to have proof of insurance before he could rent out that amount of jewelry.
Look, do you think I'd be crazy enough to do that without coverage?
That's Apex. Who sold you the policy?
Cole.
You know, we could nail Cole for fraud for issuing a phony policy.
No, that still wouldn't implicate Sloan.
You know, Mac, there's a way of smoking Sloan out.
Oh.
By creating suspicion between them. If we could get Cole and Sloan to think that the gems that you had on the plane were fake, then they would think that the real ones were being used by Kelso in his fashion show.
Yeah, but why would I have taken out a policy on phony jewels?
You didn't. The real ones were picked up by a courier other than Mac.
Yeah, but they've got the real ones, and any jeweler could tell them they're worth in a minute.
No. They couldn't take a chance on a legitimate appraisal. They're still too hot.
So they take them to fences.
I've taken care of that. It's all fixed.
How'd you fix that?
Who's going to tell they're real? Charlie the Creep? Felix? Polyakov?
You fixed it. Connections.
You know, you guys could start a war.
True.
Oh, I see. You stake out the fences, and when one of them shows, then you track him back to where he's got the jewel stashed.
That's right. That way we could possibly get back some of the gems, and maybe one of the criminals, although we're after 2 of them.
Or more. Now look, Kelso, it is your turn. What I want you to do is to get on the phone and float the rumor that the jewels that are going to be used are real.
One call to Sylvia Bones, and it's all over town.
Well, it's true. They're phony. All of them.
Can't be. You told me you followed McBride from Pinder's to the airport.
I did.
Somebody must have exchanged it en route. Or maybe someone on the airplane.
I tell you, I didn't leave him out of my sight.
Jason, you imbecile. All this planning for what? To ruin Kelso's career? And what do we end up with? A lousy airplane ripoff for a bundle of paste. Oh. Kelso has used his own designs for the first time, and he's going to have the season of his career.
Call off my show? Come on, you guys got to be nuts.
You'll be a sitting duck, Kelso. And it's our hunch, since they couldn't stick you with the heist, that...
Oh, so now they'll try blowing me away?
It could happen.
Oh, so we call the cops for protection.
To tell them what? Somebody's out to murder you?
When do the cops get into a crime before it's committed?
Least you could do is hire an MC to take over the show for you.
Yeah, you're right. Selma, find out who represents Bob Hope and tell him we want to give his client a break, huh?
Yes, Mr. Kelso.
See you guys. That call of Bob Hope? Forget it.
Sweetheart. Thank you. Okay? Do it for me? Huh? You know who's out there? You know how we need this? Okay. Show it big, okay, babe? Keep it. Have a good time. Enjoy yourself. Do it for me.
I hope you get everything you deserve.
You know I will, sweetheart.
Hello, suckers! Like they say, let the buyer beware, because, Kinder, these prices aren't murder. But why not? These are Kelso creations. To complete the look, this can only be accessorized with that bauble nestled in the cleavage. Eat your heart out, Givenchy.
Kelso?
And at the same time.
Well, okay, Sylvia was the woman scorned, and Sloan was getting even with Kelso for having made him rich, and Taber's not getting anything for it. But what about Cole?
Yeah, the insurance investigator. 5 years ago, Kelso made a pitch to Cole's daughter, the whole glamour routine. Then he dumped her. She killed herself. He spent 5 years setting it all up to get back at him.
Those jewels you recovered from Sloan, were they really worth $500K?
Every dime.
Oh, Mr. McBride, look, I booked you on that 2:40 flight to San Francisco. You better hurry.
Cancel it. This time I'm taking the bus.